Hello to all my Adaptivity viewers. Today is Madeline Monday, and I'll be interviewing my friend Madeline.
Hey!
On a variety of fun topics. So, sit back and enjoy. Welcome back to Adaptivities. Today we have a special Madeline Monday. Madeline is away at camp at the moment, so we have a special guest, and it's Harriet, also known as Meema.
Meema. Hi, I'm Sam Henry and Madeline's Meema.
Yeah. So I'm just going to ask, 2 or 3 questions. So, how is it being a grandmother of 2 autistic kids, being in an autism family?
I can think of 2 words.
Okay.
Heartbreaking and sad.
Okay.
Heartbreaking because you cannot be a normal family. No matter how much Amanda and Tom tried to be a normal family, it doesn't work. For example, they would go to Hershey Park for a vacation. And Sam Henry, after an hour, will want to go up to his room.
Right.
So that means Amanda is left with Madeline. Tom goes to the room with Sam Henry, and then they switch off. So nothing in their life is normal.
On the day-to-day basis.
On a day-to-day basis, holidays, nothing is normal. So that's why I say it's heartbreaking, and it's sad that they don't know. They can see from their other friends what a normal life is, but they don't have it.
Are there any things that are nice and surprising about being an autism family? Things like that surprise you, because let's go back in time. Let's go back in time. So when they were younger, and then did you know they were autistic when they were younger?
It's funny. Sam Henry was here when he was 2.
2. Okay.
My brother was here. My brother did a lot of volunteer work with children with disabilities.
Right.
And when Tom and Amanda left with Sam Henry, my brother said, "There's something wrong with Sam Henry." And I said, "Why? He's just a rambunctious kid.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with him."
Right.
And then maybe 2 months later, he was at 2.
At 2, you saw.
He was diagnosed with autism. Now Madeline is a different story.
Okay.
Madeline wasn't really diagnosed until Madeline is going to be 12 next year, so she really wasn't diagnosed until I think she was about 10.
Okay.
And she has Asperger's, which is a very high functioning autism.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's very different between Sam and
Very
Henry.
different. Very different.
Right.
Yeah.
And managing it probably could be harder because then you have 2 kids.
It's very hard,
and different.
especially trying to, with their behavior. What Sam Henry can get away with,
Right.
Madeline can't get away with,
Right.
and vice versa.
Right.
So discipline is extremely hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. 2 different creatures. Yeah. So now, when they were little and they were younger, so now fast forward to they're both kind of being teenagers. Madeline is going to have a bar mitzvah soon.
Yes.
So soon she'll be an actual official teenager.
Yes.
Along with Sam Henry. So as teens, is it a little bit easier, or you find it a little harder, or what do you think compared to when it was just they were being very young?
I can't really speak about Madeline because she was just diagnosed.
Right. Okay.
So we'll go on to Sam Henry.
Okay.
When Sam Henry was a child, he had all the symptoms of autism. He would open the doors, close the doors, repeat, all the symptoms. Now he's 15. And with all the help of his team, including you, which is probably a team of 5 or 6.
Okay.
It's getting a little easier because he does have some speech now.
Yep.
And he does understand.
Mm-hmm.
And he does know how to push your buttons.
Yes, like any teenager.
And he can make himself known to what he wants.
Right.
So in that way, it's easier.
Right.
But the tantrums are getting worse. And his hitting and punching, only Amanda is worse.
Right.
So.
And I think that happens because of the hormones too. It's also because, and working with enough teenagers, the hormones have a big part to play in that also with the aggression.
Yeah.
So speaking of Sam Henry has a special date with you.
Yes.
That I'm very much aware of because I come with Sam Henry to Meema's house at least once a month. And what do?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's the light of my month.
Yeah.
Kiana comes with Sam Henry on the Metro.
On the Metro.
And it's really interesting. Since Sam Henry was about 2, the Metro was a fascination for him.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when you come with him, we read a book, or you read a book with him, but we play a game.
Yes.
And he does a puzzle. And I have to tell you that 2 weeks ago, you remember when you were here, I heard the first sentence come out of Sam Henry's mouth.
Right.
Do you remember?
On a phone call.
I got a phone call, and I said to Sam Henry, "Do you want to talk to my friend Anne?" And he said yes, and he held the phone properly, which I was very surprised at. And apparently Anne said to him, "What are you doing?" And all of a sudden, Sam Henry said, "I'm playing a game." I never heard Sam Henry say a sentence. And I looked at you, and you looked at me. And then apparently Anne said, "And then what are you going to do?"
Right.
And Sam Henry said, "And then I'm going to read a book." And I looked at you.
Right.
And oh my God, I think that just
it was awesome.
made my
because
day.
Sam Henry does use sentences. It might be like 3 MLUs, which is like only 3 words, but to use a complete long sentence, that's
Never
appropriate. Is it's more rare.
Yeah. And Amanda told me last week when he was going out to the school bus, he turned around to Amanda and he said, "What are you doing today?"
Awesome.
I mean, so whether his speech will continue as he grows older, I don't know. But we're sure trying, aren't we?
Yeah, and I think he is being more interested in people too, and just being interested. Today we were at we went to the zoo on the Metro. Sam Henry is awesome with putting money on his card on his smart trip. He knows which side to stand on, what stop, where to get off, how to cross the street, almost independently, about 90% getting here.
Really?
Yes, 90% accurate. And I always stay back to give him some time, so you know, since he's older. But he's really good with taking the Metro. And so we were taking the Metro to the zoo, and he said, "Kiana, how are you?" He rarely asked me, "How are you?" And then yesterday, I came in for a session at his house, and he was like, "Hi, Kiana," and I was like, "Hi, Sam, how are you?" And he said, "How was your day today?"
Really?
He did.
Really?
And I was like, "Oh my gosh, Sam, my day was great."
If you notice,
yes,
when he comes here, he will never say, "Hi, Meema." He doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
No, he doesn't. And then when you leave,
Right.
I say, "Sam Henry, please give Meema a kiss and a hug."
Right.
And then he comes over and gives me a big hug and kiss.
Right, right.
But he has to be, told.
Right.
But when I walk into their house, if I'm going there for dinner, Sam Henry never acknowledges me.
That's very interesting.
Never.
That's very interesting.
I can't remember one time that he's acknowledged
we're
me.
going to fix that. We are. Because it's funny you say that, because he's always talking about Meema on the way here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we're going to go see Meema. Oh, she's on the 8th floor.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see Meema.
Yeah.
And then when he gets to you, he says nothing. And it's funny.
I am zero,
Yeah.
zilch,
Yeah.
nothing.
But he's
Yeah.
so excited to see you, and he looks forward to you.
Yes.
Every month he makes sure on his calendar that there's a trip to Meema's house.
Meema's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to add? How can you, what would you advice you would give to other grandparents and families with autism?
I think the best advice I could give would be to give your children, the parents, emotional support. I can't express how important that is. Things happen all the time.
Right.
And the last thing that happened with us was that Amanda had Sam Henry all ready to go to a certain school. And due to weather, whatever, his papers didn't get in time. And he did not get a spot. Well, she was hysterical.
Of course, like any other
Right.
Right.
And I gave her the support by talking to her.
Right.
You have to tell them it's going to be okay. Really support them that it's going to be okay. You know, with your heart.
Right.
Really, you have to really feel that it's going to be okay. The second thing I feel is that if you can, financially, to help them.
Right.
It is unbelievable, the price of medication, the price of private tutors, help. Somebody once said to me, well, why do you have Team Sam Henry? And I said, because he doesn't get enough in school.
Right.
Sam Henry has always been in special schools. But doesn't he get enough in school? Absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Right.
So if you can help them financially, that's great also.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much
You're
for having
welcome.
us.
Thank
it was
you.
a joy. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave it below in the comment section below. Dear Harriet said she will actually respond to
Absolutely.
them personally.
Absolutely.
Tune in next week for a brand new episode of Madeline Monday.